Vulcan claim. It says here that a considerable amount of ore has been struck at a depth of 30 feet.
Work on an extended scale will be commenced at an early date. That sounds promising, that does. We ought to get up there. Robert!
I understand you're leaving soon?
Well, I've landed a deal with Mr. Hammond. He's providing capital up to $3,000. I'm to prospect for half shares, and any private business in the way of examination is to be my own property.
Well, where will you start?
I'll start up to Toby, and I'll see where that takes me.
Up to Toby. Won't find anything there.
So, how's business been?
It's picking up. The lads stop by now and then on their way to Paradise.
It's not paradise. It's a pair of dice.
Paradise? Can't you read?
Have you heard? Old Mr. Hammond's passed away, and Bruce has bought his share. The second tunnel's been cleared and retimbered, and Mr. Bruce is getting 3 times the profit out that Mr. Hammond ever saw.
Don't believe everything you hear. Bruce will say anything to make his lads happy.
That Mr. Bruce is a queer fellow. He's put on a good show and you've clearly bought it.
He's practically built this town, and where would you and your business be without him?
There is no denying that he's brought more traffic here. But that doesn't change the fact that he's been driven by his own selfish ambition. Why, I hear it from the boys at the mine all the time that they're breaking their backs for Bruce.
They keep on toiling and lining Mr. Bruce's pockets.
Ah, Mr. Bruce, come in. Just the fellow we've been wanting to see. Coffee's on the house.
Oh, I thank you.
Mr. Bruce, is it paradise or pair of dice?
Paradise. How are operations up there? Things are going well, but it is wearisome work. We've been shipping ore steadily for nigh on 5 years now. Long-term transportation has become my chief concern. We cart ore from Paradise down to Wilmer, then to Golden by steamer, where it is loaded up again and taken by rail to Revelstoke. All told, it takes us over 2 years to see any return for our labors. And all these transportation expenses are killing our profits. And with the railroad coming through at last, I have resolved to cease all operations at Paradise until we can ship by rail.
But that could be years yet. What are you going to do till then?
The Winterberg Valley, a land flowing with milk and honey for the settler. The most marvelous playground in all the world for people of all lands. Really, Bruce? I believe you exaggerated a bit. This looks like potatoes.
What'd you do, Bruce? Hang 'em from a tree? This place ain't fit for fruit farming, and you know it.
Well, what do you call that?
Fake, that's what I call it.
Well, what does it matter? He's bringing people to the valley, and that's what counts?
Indeed. These will be fruit lands, if we make them fruit lands.
There it is. Old Bruce has failed again. A late frost has killed the fruit trees. The irrigation never went through the homesteads. The soil's not as deep. It's full of rocks, and you can't plough that.
Robert, I hear that you bit off more than you can chew.
That I have. But overall, I would consider it a smashing success.
That's not what I've been reading.
The CVI served its purpose. It put Invermere on the map. Look around you. I see nothing but prosperity. The traffic has only just begun. We are now looking to construct a highway that will connect Invermere to Banff.
Good day, gentlemen.
Carve a road through those mountains, that'll be the day. What did I tell you? Old Bruce will say anything.